Okay, what is up, everybody? What is up? How's everybody doing? How are you doing? Ooh. Excuse me. I seriously had that burp stuck in my chest. You know how you have that feeling when you get a burp that you feel it's coming and it will not come up? That's how I had it. It was stuck in there for a good 10 minutes, and all of a sudden, as soon as I start talking, there it comes. Alright, hello, everybody. How are you? I am Darkside Phil, and welcome to today's gameplay stream. It will be the only stream of today for sure. Alright. Now, there's two things that I'm considering doing later in the day, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Alright? I actually want to kind of poll those who are on the stream right now for input on what you'd like to see later today. Okay? But anyway, welcome. I am Darkside Phil, of course, and this is my gameplay stream. It is going to be Dishonored 2, continuing, of course. If you hear any noise in the background, it's because it's an incredibly windy day today. It's been so windy that everything in my house has been rattling. My blinds here, because the window is open to keep air circulation in the office. The blinds are like smashing against the freaking window. And my door is rattling because of the air pressure changing. Okay, so there's some weird stuff going on here in the office today. What I might have to do, literally, I might have to like prop up something under the door to make it to stop like moving, because it's making so much noise with the wind outside right now. But anyway, yes, today my gameplay stream is Dishonored 2 yet again. As I told everyone, it's good. This whole weekend was going to be Dishonored 2. At least trying to make an honest stab at beating the game once. Okay. And yes, I am fully aware that there's a second character, Corvo. I am playing with Emily in this playthrough, of course. But I'm fully aware that Corvo is a perfectly valid character for the game. I am fully aware that, as you know, I'm playing it as a melee-style combat, you know, all trying to slaughter everyone that I can, besides the bosses, basically, the big enemies, is very different than probably trying to go through stealth-wise in the game and doing non-violent, okay? And the reason I'm doing this is because the first game, Dishonored 1, I did a perfectly non-violent run with Corvo. For the most part, there are a few people I had to kill by accident. But for the most part, it was almost total non-chaos. And, you know, I played it in a certain way. And I definitely enjoyed that game, but I wanted to do this one differently. Do it from the other side, right? Now, I am aware that you could go back through with Corvo and play it again, and that it probably changes the plot up a bit. But I wanted to play with Emily for the first run through, since she is the new character, and try to get a new perspective and everything like that, okay? Now, here's the deal. Today I'm starting Chapter 5. Apparently the game has 10 chapters, okay? So roughly today I should be around halfway through the game. But what you have to realize, if you think about it, I played this game for 5.5 hours on Thursday, about 3 hours yesterday, and I'll be playing it probably about another 3 hours today. So really you're talking anywhere from 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, and I'm only halfway through it. So the game is pretty damn long. Alright? Now that's a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. The beginning of the game was pretty slow. And now it's much better. Yesterday's session in particular, I really enjoyed because I was using my abilities to the best that I could, right? And I was finally got better at combat abilities, so now I'm actually able to kill tons of enemies because I have this adrenaline that's building up and it's making me stronger. It's slowing down time during combat. It's allowing me to do instant kills. And I am enjoying the game a hell of a lot more now than I was previously, okay? But that being said, the game's pretty long, and I'm wondering now, because I am playing it today, I'm playing it tomorrow, and I'm playing it Monday. I'm actually, honestly, legitimately wondering, can I finish this game, at least the Emily run-through, by Monday? I would like to, because what that would allow me to do is focus purely on Watch Dogs 2 for about 3 days. That would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? And then on Friday, I could premiere Pokemon, and then I could kind of balance Watch Dogs and Pokemon for the next week, maybe squeeze in a little bit of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, so that I could play all the modes and maybe review that game, maybe even do a Dishonored 2 second run, because the bottom line is I want to try to finish everything by the time that Final Fantasy 15 releases, the last week of November. I would like to exclusively focus on Final Fantasy 15 at the end of this month, so that I can really get, you know, a good tasting of it and say, gee, is this a great new Final Fantasy game? Did they really bring back the series after the 2 shitty sequels to Final Fantasy 13? Or, you know, where is this series going? In fact, last night, I actually watched Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, the movie that they made as a tie-in to this new game. It's supposed to be the events that are going on parallel to the quest of Noctis and his friends, slash bodyguards, which is the main story of Final Fantasy 15, the game. So I saw the movie as the kind of referential story that I'll know is going on in the background, which is pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure this weekend. How you know, will I be able to finish a run through by Monday? Hopefully. All right. Now here's the thing, and I want to get some public opinion on this. So I'm gonna toss it right now to those who are on the stream. Tonight I have an option. I have the option of, number one, playing this again for another 2 hours. Now I'm not gonna live stream that. If I do it, it'll be 2 hours of offline Dishonored 2. Okay. Or I can make a Dishonored 2 first impressions video for KO Gaming. Okay, and what that'll be is basically me running through what I think about the game after, you know, at that point it'll be around 12 hours of gameplay. So after 12 hours, here's what I think of the game, you know, at least from the Emily side. Or, here's what I can do. I can just play the game tonight, like I said, for another 2 hours, play it tomorrow, try to finish the first run on Monday, and then hopefully Monday night, I could make a video for KO Gaming. Here's my thoughts / mini review of the game after only playing the Emily side, so that way at least those who are interested in a more melee combat chaos / Emily playthrough of the game will have an idea of what it is, because I know I'm not going to have a chance to play through the entire game with Corvo again right away. So what would you guys prefer? Would you prefer to see me play more of the game and then do kind of a video on Monday night regarding my thoughts on the game as a more complete run as Emily? Or would you prefer to see me just do a first impressions video tonight and just basically play the game like crazy through Monday? And then, you know, Watch Dogs starts on Tuesday. What do you think? Which is better? Early impressions right now, tonight? Or should I wait till Monday? Let's see what people say. Well, I already got split answer here. First impressions make more sense. Just finish the game first. I want to see Dishonored 2 first impressions. Complete the game first. So, the first 4 reactions are completely split. Finish Dishonored 2 so you don't have to rush through it on Monday in case you don't end up finishing it properly. That's actually a good point, maybe. That is a good point. Because, I mean, yeah, the first impressions is good, but what happens if I don't beat the whole playthrough by Monday, and then I end up with basically blue balls for the end of the game? Because you know I'm going to be busy with Watch Dogs 2, and then I'm going to be busy with Pokemon balancing it with Watch Dogs 2. Well, let me put it this way. Let me mull it over. Let me mull it over for the day. And please continue to give me your feedback, okay, on what you think. And by the end of, you know, after, I'll even think about it on dinner. And after dinner, maybe today, I'll make my ultimate decision, okay? Fair enough? Alright. We'll see. I'll think about it. It may make more sense to play through the whole game and do it then, but then again, if I get a first impressions video out now, it may be more popular. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. Okay. So what else is going on? Not much. As I said, you already know what's going on. Dishonored 2 for a few days. Watch Dogs, and then Pokemon. That's kind of the deal for the week. FYI, no DSP tries it this week, and no one really asked me, but a few things. Number one, there just hasn't been anything new to try out for DSP tries it. I've been looking around, and there's no one has any new food or anything that's worth trying, at least. I mean, there's a couple things that are stupid, like, oh, at Arby's, they now have chicken and steak like not fajitas, what do they call them? Not tacos. I forget the word, but basically it's the same exact components they've had before. They just didn't put them together in this form. Like you could have gotten this, it's not a tortilla and it's not a freaking taco. What the hell's the word for it that I can't think of it right now? But they've had this already. It's not a food item that I want to try. It's something that is just slapping different ingredients together. It's kind of like how at Burger King, they keep pretending like they have new stuff, but they don't. They're just taking their existing food components and slapping them together in different combinations that aren't even unique at all. So, sadly, there's really nothing going on with DSP Tries It right now. And I'll also be honest with you, recently, it seems like the DSP Tries It's I've been doing haven't been doing so great. I don't know if it's because I've now been doing DSP Tries It so consistently that maybe I need to take a break from it and then bring it back when I have a bunch of stuff queued up. I mean, that might be a good idea, because I think what happens is you get oversaturated with it, where every week there's a new DSP Tries It, and then you kind of get bored. Versus if it's not around for a while and I bring it back and I have nonstop new episodes every week, maybe it'll have a little bit more interest. I don't know. So right now, there's nothing going on. So no DSP Tries It this week. Okay, but we'll see. Well, if anything new comes up and I want to try it, I'll do an episode, but I certainly don't want to force an episode either. You know what I mean? I do have a box of stuff that a fan sent to me from Amsterdam. It's a bunch of candies and cakes and stuff from there. And I wanted to do a DSP Tries It on it, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and do it. You know, in particular because, quite honestly, I don't really eat candy or cake at all. I don't. I usually, every once in a while, I'll have like a trail mix. Or at night, maybe I'll have something like a quick sandwich. Last night, I actually got some fresh bread. We went grocery shopping. Big fresh bakery hoagie rolls. And I made myself like a small Italian mini sub as a snack at night because I was really hungry. And, that's the kind of stuff I do. I don't actually have I don't eat necessarily junk food per se. Okay, not often anyway. So, I had this box of stuff and I'm like, well, it's great. And I definitely want to do a video on it, but I don't really crave it, If I ever get a chance to do it, I will. I'll film some of those. Maybe I'll film a few back-to-back DSP Tries It's, and that way they could be like split in between weeks when there's no new fast food stuff. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. No new DSP Tries It this week, okay? Outside of that, not much else to talk about today. I have one piece of good news, and I think it's actually pretty good news, and I do want to share it with you, and then we'll just do quick plugs and we'll get started. YouTube had not updated its data properly for about a week, and that's about true. It was about the 4th. Yeah, what's today? Today's the 12th, right? It was either the 4th or the 5th of November. YouTube data froze, and it wasn't giving proper updates on how everything was going or anything. I can now tell you, it finally updated this morning, and I'm doing pretty good this month. It looks like that. Remember how I told you things picked up a little bit last month for me? That it looked like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that I was making a little bit of extra money. It's continued. So I think what's happened is it's the ad revenue season for YouTube. All the holiday ads are out now officially, and so I am making a little bit of extra money right now, which is good. So that's why I'm happy. I'm staying on top of the new releases. I'm covering them appropriately. I'm not lagging behind so far, which is a great thing. And that's good. 2 thumbs up for that, and it looks like I'm making a little bit of extra money doing it too. So thanks to everyone who's turning out for the streams, who's watching the videos, who's spreading the word. Even though this game right now, Dishonored 2, may not be the most popular thing I've ever done, quite honestly, it's pretty unpopular, and I don't really know why, because everyone who I ask says, my playthrough is great, and the streams have been good, and the game is good. So, I don't know. I don't understand it. Sometimes I do something that I think is going to be successful. It's not. Sometimes I do something that I think is just a filler thing, and it ends up being super successful. I don't get it anymore, and I really don't. I'm not going to fret about it, okay? But thank you for those who are here. I appreciate it. It's working out so far, and if I could keep up this month positively, and I could have a good December, a good finish to the year, that could really help me out come next year. As you know, early next year, tons of new releases coming out, and that could give me a lot of momentum for it. All right, so let's see how if it continues to be good. But right now, so far so good. I'm pleased with how things is going. Thank you very much for that, everybody. All right. So real quickly, some gratuitous plugs, and then we'll get started. First off, thank you to those who have actually been watching everything. If you would like to go above and beyond, here's how you can help me. First of all, Loot Crate. you can use my Loot Crate referral link and discount code, which can be found in the description of all of my videos and live streams for full details. But real quick, it's lootcrate.com/darksidephil, and the code is SaveMe10DSP. That's SaveMe10DSP. You can use that when signing up for any Loot Crate subscription to save 10% on any new one, and I get a little bit of referral credit for that. So thanks to those who have signed up for that. I strongly recommend you check out the Marvel gear and goods unboxing that I just did on the King of Hate vlogs a couple days ago. That was one of the best ones I've ever done. KO Gaming is my channel where I do edited style content, such as game reviews, impressions, etc., as I've just talked about in this pre-stream. Recently, I've reviewed games such as Mafia 3, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, and many other things. I just reviewed Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, that's right. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. youtube.com/KOGaming1. Follow me on Twitter at TheyCallMeDSP. Tons of information can be found there, including nightly schedule updates. I always post up when I'm about to live stream. I post up when videos go live and are live in a playlist for you to watch. And I share all kinds of other stuff as well. Last night I took a picture when I was watching Final Fantasy Kingsglaive, and I gave my opinions about the movie. So it behooves you to follow me on Twitter. Patreon. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Big month this month, coming off of the best month ever in October for Patreon. Okay, this month the event is the return of Multiplayer Madness, where patrons who pledge $5 or more by the end of the month, and if we hit the funding goal, I do want to say that if we hit the funding goal, but I think we're going to hit the funding goal this month. Let's not 100% expect it, and I don't want to promise the world, but I'm pretty sure we're going to hit it. If you pledge $5 or more by the end of the month, you could participate in this multiplayer event with me in a variety of multiplayer games, including Battlefield 1, Overwatch, Gears of War 4, Titanfall 2, and of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare. This event will take place right after Christmas this year, and then again, it will take place in early January. I'm going to have 2 sessions for those who can't attend the first, all right? Everyone will be able to play with me. It will be a controlled environment with no trolling, with voice communications. It'll be a lot of fun. So please, if you have not, pledged to my Patreon and you watch my stuff all the time and you like my live streams and you like my on-demand videos and you want to see me continue to be successful and be allowed to do this as a job, please consider pledging. As little as $1 helps. Even if you don't care about this multiplayer event, $1 a month helps. The most successful people who use Patreon are those who have a ton of people who give a little bit. Because $1 to you may not be a lot of money, but it adds up for me and it allows me to do what I love. Okay? And last but not least, of course, we've got my girlfriend's business, The Black Currant, where my girlfriend, Leanna, makes handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Great high-quality stuff for you. I won't go too much into detail about it, but I will hint at the fact that we are in the holiday season, and very shortly we will be hitting Christmas time. And a lot of people look for an original gift for a loved one, for a family member, for a significant other. And this is a cool original thing that you could do. Either, really nice, high-quality scented soaps, or wax tarts, which you can melt and make your house smell great. Okay? So, give it a look-see. You'll see that there's tons of positive customer feedback in the year and a half that she's been in operation. Right now, she is preparing, of course, as you know, we are about to hit the most busy shopping season of the year, Black Friday time. And last year, she was incredibly busy in the business during that time. We'll see what happens this year, all right? But hint, hint, maybe there's a sale coming up, just saying. All right, that's it, everyone. Very nice. Oh, and Popsicolos, who is a moderator on the stream chat, says that his wax tart sampler showed up today, and he's melting Kentish Rain right now. I wonder if he likes it. I love that scent. Like I said, that's the soap that I'm currently using right now in the shower is Kentish Rain. So it's a fresh scent. It makes everything smell really like fresh and clean. That's what I like about it. All right. That is it, folks. Let's get started. Let's jump right back into a Dishonored 2. Here we go.